Welcome back. Well, we have Jerry Breeden here on behalf of the Badminton Club. Well, welcome. How are you?
I'm doing great, and I really appreciate the time you're taking for us to explain a little about the Badminton Club here in the village.
Well, I love it. We see your commercials, and everybody looks like they're just having a blast. And that is why I'm like, you know what, let's have them on. Let's talk to you guys about the game of badminton and how much fun it is. So before we even get started into all of that, tell me, like, where did badminton come from?
Good question. Actually, it originated over 2,000 years ago in Siam and in China.
Okay.
And then, of course, the British, they spread everything around. It went pretty much to England approximately 200 years ago. Mm-hmm. And then the British, they sent it all around the world, as they did with tennis and squash and cricket.
Right.
And then it started to play in India. It played in all parts of Asia and went all over the world as a sport. So people...
Yeah.
There's actually, believe it or not, there's actually over 300 million people that play badminton daily.
Wow.
People don't know that.
Is that more than any other racket sport?
It is more than any other racket sport. Soccer is the number1 sport in the world.
Wow.
Lo and behold, badminton is number 2.
I'll be darned. I did not know that.
A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, and you know, and I played badminton before. I think it was in high school where you're kind of introduced to lots of different sports, and then you kind of play it. But I never really thought there was that many people that actually did it. So
You're
that's amazing.
90% of what the people say when they come into the mini gym.
Bet.
You know, oh, I played in high school, I played in my backyard, I played whatever. So that's how we get very large numbers of people that come in and go, oh, I haven't played it, since high school.
Right. But not much has changed since then, right?
No, the rules have pretty much stayed the same.
Okay.
There's a lot of advantages to badminton. A lot of people compare it a little to tennis. The problem with tennis is, as we get older, the tennis racket is 4 times heavier than the badminton racket, and the birdie is 1/10 the weight of a tennis ball.
Exactly.
So it's a lot easier on the wrist.
Well, that's and also the weight too of for your arm. How about the movement though? There's a lot of movement that still goes on.
Health-wise, it's extremely beneficial. Okay. It's one of the top 5 sports. The Danes did a study of 9,000 people and discovered that if you play a racket sport, your longevity is 6 years beyond what you normally would live.
Wow,
continuously
that's good.
Playing. Yeah,
that's great. I mean, obviously you're working a whole bunch of muscles and joints, and you're staying active, which I know most of the doctors that we interview here just constantly say exercise and movement really is the key, especially to get stronger so you don't have falls.
Yeah, balance plays an important part. Yeah. Also, it's good for your mental stability because you're reacting so quickly. The bird actually can go as fast as 200 miles an hour.
Wow. Right. Gosh, I hope I'm never on the other side of that.
Well, you'll see the birdie really, even if you get hit with it, it weighs nothing.
Yeah.
So it's not a dangerous sport whatsoever.
Exactly. Right. Now, I know that it was an Olympic sport, and that was started in 1996?
Started in 1996 with over a billion viewers for the sport.
Oh my gosh.
Now the first tournament actually goes back to England in the 1860s. That was the first tournament for men. Following was the women's 1 year later. So women have been playing an important part in badminton for many, many years. Actually, we have more female players in our club than we do male players, and they're very good. They beat the men.
Does it matter that females play like alone and then the males do, or is it all mixed?
No, we always mix up.
Great.
Everybody plays together. Everybody has a lot of fun. Sometimes, 2 men might play 2 women, or vice versa, or something, just to mix up the game.
Okay, so let's talk about the club itself here in Laguna Woods. So it's in the mini gym.
Mini gym, Clubhouse 1.
Okay, and we've got a photo of that, I think, and it just basically is showing, everything. So here is what it looks like.
Right.
How many?
3 courts.
3 courts, okay.
So you have a total of 4 people per court, so that's 12 people playing, and then we switch off. We have 16, 20 people, then we switch off, take turns.
Okay.
We're very fair about that.
Rotate in.
Right.
Now, I want to show the other slide we have, which is actually the what a court really looks like and what it's all about.
Sure.
And to me, it looks so much like pickleball.
Very similar.
I mean, the court lines and everything looks the same.
Sure, actually you use the same court, it's just different lines between pickleball and the net is different. The pickleball net is lower, a little more solid, and badminton is a little higher.
Right, so now tell me a little bit about these lines here. So it looks like, to me, with pickleball, you've got a kitchen. But that is
that's-
really not.
That is really not.
Okay.
That is really not. You have the 4 squares.
Yes.
So you have 2 opponents on each side.
Okay.
And they have to serve catty corner
Okay.
from each other. And
Okay.
then they rotate as you gain the points.
Gotcha.
Right.
Okay.
So there's 2 foul lines. There's the extreme foul line, which is out. And then there's an inner foul line, as you can see, and that is only for the service. You have to serve before that.
Oh, okay.
In the 4 squares. You have to serve in the 4 squares.
Okay.
You can serve in the shorter lines in the front, but that's not called the kitchen. It's called the kitchen in pickleball, but not the kitchen in...
So it doesn't. They don't really call it anything in.
Not really. There's
Not
no
really.
name for
Okay,
it. Right,
okay.
right. Somebody
All right.
came up with a cute name for pickleball.
For the pickleball, I know. And there's a whole history and story behind
Right.
that. All right, so we've got a few rackets here, and
Yes.
these look very fancy.
You can buy them at any sports store, and they start at $15.
Oh,
So you
that's
can't
not
go
very
wrong.
expensive. Okay.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. It's $15. The birdies, you don't have to buy them. We provide them. We have a lot of birdies.
Mm-hmm.
But just to let you know, these birdies cost between $1.50 and $2. You feel the weight is like
Yeah, I know,
practically-
it doesn't
and it's
weigh
cork.
anything.
It's cork inside, so you're not going to get hurt with it. No
And
black
these
and
can
black.
get fancier, though, right? I mean, or are they all pretty much
those
like
are
this?
all goose feather.
Ah.
Yes, if you're a professional, yes, they have a different higher grade, but it's the same birdie.
Okay, all right, great. And then you mentioned that the weight is considerably lighter.
Much
It
lighter.
really is. So
Yeah.
you're able to really
Right.
whack
It
at
doesn't affect your wrist. It doesn't affect your elbow like tennis is. That's a lot of weight to swing. So
Yeah, it
as we
is.
age, obviously weight plays an important part. When you're out in tennis, you're running. And again, here our courts are much smaller than a tennis, if you compare them with tennis.
Right. Now, I imagine that just like any other racket sport where you have doubles, you kind of run into each other sometimes.
It happens. Meeting new friends, shall we say?
Absolutely.
But we really, very rarely we have people fall, and we don't really have that. You know, we do pick them up if they fall. We're nice people.
Right.
But no, we don't have any. I've never heard of any real major collisions yet.
Do you have people that play in wheelchairs?
No, we do not.
Okay.
That would be a little difficult.
Okay, I
Right.
didn't know if there was some way to maybe lower
Now, we
the-
have had 2 players that both played until their 90s.
Wonderful.
Julius from Switzerland, he played for many, many years, and he played till 96.
Wow.
And then our former president, Bill, he played till 93.
Wow.
And today, presently, we have several people into their mid-80s and beyond.
And how many people do you have overall with the match?
I would say consistently we have about 150 that come in and out of the club occasionally, either during the daytime or sometimes we have playing at night.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay. So one thing I did ask you beforehand is that how do you get in touch with everybody? But basically, you just say show up at the mini
We
gym.
like people to show up at 8 o'clock in the morning, Monday through Saturday.
Okay.
We're a very friendly club. We're probably known in the neighborhood as one of the friendliest clubs. We actually have potluck lunches and dinners, which is
Okay.
friendly. And you get to borrow a racket.
Okay.
There's no fee for our club, no money involved, so you
Okay.
can't go wrong. So we provide the racket and the birdies.
Yeah.
And we also give free lessons. So that's why we
Wonderful.
suggest to come earlier in the morning, and then we start you out.
Now, is your scoring more like volleyball, or how's the scoring go?
If you make the point, you continue the point, and you continue moving back and forth from the different service areas.
Okay. And then what do you play to? Like how
21.
Oh, it is like 21. So it's
21.
more like ping pong.
Yeah, very similar.
Oh, gotcha.
Right,
Okay,
right.
win by 2?
Win by, wow, very good. Yes, you got to win by 2. Very good.
Perfect, perfect. Well, I love it. Thank you so much.
Well,
and
quite good.
I was going to give this thing a little try and
Go
see.
ahead, knock
I
yourself
don't know
out.
if we're too close, maybe, but yeah, I'm going to give it a try. Let's see if Lisa can. Oh,
Look at that.
I didn't even
One
hit
more.
it right on the thing, though.
All right, you're a member now.
Okay, wait. Actually, you
Yeah,
should serve it like
underhand,
that, right? Oh, that goes much farther.
Much farther.
And it made a cool little sound.
Ping.
Ping, it does.
Yeah, right.
Thank you again. I
Well,
really
thank
appreciate
you.
the information.
We hope to see a lot of people show up.
I hope so too. Thank
All right,
you.
well, very nice talking to you, Lisa.
You too.
Have a good day.
You too. And remember, if you would like to learn how to play badminton or just show up and see what it's all about, just go to Clubhouse 1 Mini Gym and you can just show up at 8 o'clock Monday through Saturday. We'll be right back.